In this week's Torah portion, Masei, we start off with a travelogue, a very technical travelogue. Moses is literally writing, we went from here to here. We're going over the 40 years in the desert where we camped every time. And it really is a very technical, boring, travelogue. Here, 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 here. Now, the Midrash asks, right, sages ask, why write this down? What do we need this for? And one of the main, the party line, the interpretation is so that the goyim, so that the world don't say, for 40 years, they got lost in the desert. They were mucking around. Moses says, no, we need to write this down so that there was a plan, so that there weren't too many, we weren't going around too much, and it was, part of a bigger plan. But still, I could ask, if that's the case, we already had it written down in other Torah portions. We already know where we went. Why this technical travelogue going here to here, here to here, here to here, with no extra details? What's going on here? There is, of course, a beautiful Kabbalistic meaning, a deep meaning into, but we're not going to get into that. But I will share a Hasidic insight, a beautiful Hasidic insight, and then I'm going to try and, take this somewhere. So a beautiful Hasidic insight says, if we look at the journeys here that the Israelites took in the desert, it's a metaphor to man's life, right? It starts in Egypt, right? Or Yetziat Mitzrayim, leaving Egypt, is like coming out of, the baby coming out of the mum's womb. The end of our journeys is when we arrive in the land of Israel, which is like, the Garden of Eden, happily ever after. And if I take this beautiful Hasidic idea and I look at what's going on here, there are two places, and two places alone in this very technical travelogue where Moses, I think, can't help himself, and he tells us a little bit about what happened in two different places. And we've got to ask ourselves, why in these two different places? Moses is about to die. He's about to get to the Garden of Eden. What does he think it's important to teach us? In one place, right, so we're told we go from here to here, here to here, here, and in one place we're told we get to Refidim, V'lo haya shamayim la'am lishtot, and the people did not have water to drink. That's all Moses adds here. The second place, we're told this is much more elaborate, in another place we arrive at, this is where Aaron dies, right? Aaron passes away. Why is this important? To then be told that a Canaanite king heard this, that Aaron had died, and came to try and attack us, to try and obliterate us. These are the two elaborations Moses adds in this other than a very technical travelogue. Why does he add these two things? I think these two things pretty much summarize. It's like Moses is about to depart as well, and he's saying there are two things the Jewish people need to know. If we have these two things, everything will be great. The first one, the idea that the people of Israel said in Refidim we had no water, I think is symbolic for all the time in our lives, or in the desert, where we said we don't have water, we didn't have faith. The first thing I think Moses is trying to teach us here is you need to have faith. We need to have faith in Hashem. But here's the beautiful thing. By adding the part about Aaron, it's almost as if Moses is saying, but faith simply isn't enough. It's simply not enough to have faith. Why? Because you live in a world with other people. Great, so you have faith. But you live around other people. What was Aaron's job? Aaron was Rodef Shalom. Aaron was always looking to create unity in the Jewish people. When the Canaanite king, this Mamzer, heard that Aaron had died, he thought, now's my chance. They're going to fall apart. Without Aaron, they're not united. Without united, they're nothing. Not even God, and their faith is going to save them. The Canaanite knew what he was talking about. This has been a problem of ours for thousands of years. And so I think this is what Moses is telling us. He's saying, just before I pass away, this technical travelogue is hiding in two priceless gems. The first one, always have faith. The problem of water, don't forget that. The second one, Aaron is a model of unity. Faith isn't enough. We also need to always strive to create unity amongst our people, to be Rodef Shalom. Anyway, thoughts on this enigmatic technical travelogue of Moshe's in Masei? Shabbat Shalom.